So our series that we're really beginning today is called On Mission, okay? We're on mission. And when it comes to being on mission, we all want to do that, but we got some things we got to take care of first. We just can't jump into it right now. And that's the whole message of the gospel. And so our series is being on mission, but the gospel saying, yeah, those people said they want to be on mission, but let me just first do some things. I have some things I have to do first. And we've been saying that for the last 80 years. I'm going to be on mission, but let me first, go through school. Let me first get married. Let me first raise my family, raise my kids. Let me get this career. Let me get this job going. When I get my career going, my job going, then I'll be on mission. Then I'll be a disciple of Jesus. Let me spend some time with my grandkids. And then by the time you know it, we're on our deathbed and we've never been on mission because we never got around to it. We made excuses going through our entire lives on why we can't follow Jesus. And there was this man who runs into a jewelry store. And he says to the jeweler, let me see a pair of earrings. So the jeweler sets out a bunch of pairs of earrings, diamond earrings. And he says, I'm going to take this one. And the man says, do you want me to wrap it for you? And he said, yes, please, wrap it for me. He says, I'm in a hurry. It's my anniversary, and my wife thinks I'm taking the garbage out. Yeah, he was in a hurry to get back. And as it turns out, Jesus is in a hurry today. Why? Well, if you listened, it said Jesus had resolutely set his eyes on Jerusalem. He set his face at Jerusalem, and that's where he's going to go. Now, what's he going to go do in Jerusalem? Die. He's going to go and he's going to suffer, and he's going to be put through torture and be tried, and then he's going to be hung on a cross, and then he's going to die. We know he raises again on the third day, but he's going to die. So Jesus is in a hurry. He's like the man at the jewelry store. This is it. He's got to get this done. He's got to go to Jerusalem to die on the cross for you, for me. And so these people come up to you and say, yeah, I'll follow you, but let me go bury my father first. Now, bury my father first sounds reasonable, but probably his father was still alive. What he meant was, let me go home, wait till my dad dies, and when my dad dies, then I'm ready. I'll follow you then. And Jesus said, dude, I'll be dead by then. I'll be raised. I'll be in heaven by then. I need someone who's willing to say, yes, Lord, I'll be your disciple today. No matter what's going on in my life, I'm going to follow you, doing whatever else it is that I do. I'm going to follow you. And so as they're going through, they go through a town of Samaria. Samaria were the bad guys for the Jews, or the Jews were the bad guys for the Samaritans, however you want to look at it. And so to go through Samaria was dangerous. Could be that they could be killed going through Samaria. So Jesus wisely sends some emissaries ahead to see if the town would receive him. And the town wasn't willing to receive him because his destination was Jerusalem. And they didn't like the Jews, and so they no. So James and John, being the good Christians that they are, said, would you like us to call down fire from heaven on the Samaritans? And Jesus is like, what? Dude, I'm going to Jerusalem to die. I'm done with all that. I'm done with all of this. Why is it when you're on your deathbed, you don't want to do any of that stuff anymore? You're over it. You're all done. It's like, no, I'm going home soon. And when Jesus died and was raised from the dead, what was the first words he said? Very first words out of his mouth when he appeared to his disciples on the Easter Sunday that night in the upper room, doors all locked. Remember the first words? Peace. He was going to die to bring peace to the whole world, to bring peace to all people, Jews and Samaritans as well, but to bring peace between God and humanity, but to bring peace to all of humanity as well. And so he's going to die to be the Prince of Peace, to bring peace that the prophets have prophesied all these years, this amazing messianic peace. And his disciples, even though he's going to Jerusalem, say, yeah, do you want us to call down fire from heaven? That's not who we are. We're not people who call down fire from heaven. We're the followers of the Prince of Peace who die for the world, not blow up the world. And so there's a story that the devil was getting kind of frustrated. Too many people were making it into heaven. And he wanted to put a stop to that as much as he could. And so he called the evil ones around him and said, what are we going to do? What's our strategy? How are we going to get more people into hell instead of heaven? And one of them said, let's just tell everybody, let's spread the word that there is no heaven. So just live in this world however you want. Live it up. Be wild. Have fun. Live life. It doesn't matter. There's no heaven anyway. And the devil says, no, too many people read the Bible and stuff. They're never going to believe that. They know that there is a heaven. Any other ideas? And one of them said, yeah, let's tell everybody that there's no hell. No matter what you do, no matter whether you're forgiving or nice or mean or unforgiving, no matter what you do, it doesn't matter because everyone goes to heaven anyway. And he says, no, they're not. No one's going to believe that. And finally, a third one said, I know what we'll do. We'll tell them that there is a heaven, there is a hell, but don't worry about it. You've got time. Just relax. Take your time. There's no rush. There's no hurry. You don't need to jump into this right now. Live your life a little bit, and when you want to, you can get around to it. And the devil's like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to tell them not to worry. They got all the time they need. Just don't jump into it. Today, Jesus is saying, yeah, jump in. Today's the day. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. There is no more time. I'm going to Jerusalem. I'm going to die. Do you want to go with me today or not? I'm going to Jerusalem to die today. Do you want to go with me or not? Are you going to be my follower, or are you going to put it off like these characters in the Bible today say, I want to go say goodbye. I want to go bury my father. This is the moment where the Holy Spirit speaking in our hearts says, I'm calling you. I want you to be my disciple. I want you to quit putting it off. You'll be dead soon too, and then it's too late. Follow me now. We can change the world. We can bring forgiveness today. We don't have to put it off anymore. We can bring love of people who we can't seem to love today. We don't have to put it off anymore. We can bring the gospel to people today. We don't have to put it off anymore. Yeah, what's your excuse? What are your 10 excuses? Right? Think about it. What do you keep saying to put it off? Augustine, the great saint, finally gave his whole life to God. And he's totally all in. He gave up everything the world had. The world didn't have anything he wanted, and anything he did want, the world couldn't take away. So he's all in. He's going to follow Jesus. He becomes this beautiful bishop. But on the day or the week he said, yeah, I'm all in. No more excuses. I'm in. You know what he said? Oh my gosh. If I would have known how blessed it is to follow Jesus, if I would have known how good it was to follow Jesus, If I would have known how just crazy in love with God and in love with life I would have been when I followed Jesus, I would have done this a long time ago. Why did I wait so long? It's the only way to live. That's the message today. This gospel is so good. This God is so good. This Holy Spirit who wants to be in our lives is so good. Why did I put it off so long? This is the call in our lives. Would you answer? Yeah, that's our faith. Answer today. Because Jesus is going to Jerusalem to die. Are we going to be his followers? What a beautiful call. And what a wonderful faith we have.